In Nebraska, only 5% of African American children, 6% of Native American children, and 10% of Hispanic children are meeting college readiness benchmarks as defined by the ACT. This is in comparison with 66% of Caucasian children. Charter schools have obliterated the achievement gap in many parts of the country. Take, for instance, Success Academy in New York, where the vast majority of attending students are children of color from low-income families. Success schools have actually reversed the achievement gap, where 94% of African American students, 96% of Hispanic students pass the math exam, compared with 56% of white students citywide. The laws we have now make schools like this and others like them that actually improve the lives of poor and minority students not possible. Today I ask you to pass an amended version of LB 616 because poor and minority children have intrinsic value, can learn despite poverty, and are worth fighting for.
Thank you, Ms. Aspen. Any questions for her? Senator Brooks.
Mrs. Aspen, you brought that number last week, that only 5% of African American, compared to 66%. I just don't believe that black people are that much stupider than white people. And that's what it really sounds like as somebody who is black and has lived in Northeast Omaha her whole life.
Well,
sorry,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I know. It sounds, to my ear, as a legislator, as a resident of Northeast Omaha, just a tiny bit patronizing. So it's not really a question. I apologize.
Well, can I respond?
It's not really a question.
But I really feel like you need to respond to that, because that's quite an accusation that you're saying that I was saying that black people are stupider.
That's
Obviously,
what the stat sounds like.
Well, that's not what I meant at all, because you can see when they have charter schools, that achievement gap is reversed. It's reversed. And so there's no reason except for the schooling that the kids are getting that they should be achieving less. If you look at this sheet here, Druid Hill Elementary School only shows 25% proficiency in math, 15% proficiency in science. We know those kids can do better. And it's not the kids' fault. Something is wrong with the education system, and that's the results we're getting. It's not the kids' fault.
I do not believe that only 5% of the students graduating from the public school district, whether it's the Omaha Public School District, any public school district, if they are African American, that number is, that disparity is that wide.
Well, I didn't make the number up. It's from the Education Quest Foundation.
Yeah, and I read that. And statistics, we all know the quotation about statistics.